What's up, my brother? How you doing today, brother?
But I'm doing great, for real.
I feel it. I see you got a nice little plant right there. What you got right there?
This auto. It's a weed plant, but basically it's GMO to flower automatically. It don't matter what environment. So like if you're going to Cali or New York or fucking Canada, you could grow this plant because it don't matter about the life cycle. And like the growing season or like springtime, it'll flower automatically.
Oh.
It was made to do that because we can't grow everywhere. So like far as the natural plant, it needs 12 hours of light, 12 hours of darkness, which is like Jamaica. And if it's not like that, your plant won't develop right. So they modified these plants to basically flower in any time.
Oh, just okay, straight buds. And so no matter what, they're gonna produce buds.
Yeah, so like the plant naturally is a male and a female. And like in the last 40 years, they done made them to where you can predominantly get females. And like over the last, like I would say 10 to 15 years, they didn't started making autos. And in the last 5 years, they didn't sustain them. Like they didn't got them to where they can stabilize and really grow. So this is like the new thing, but you really need a male and female to create seeds.
Oh, that's smooth.
It's all seasonal, but it won't grow as good as it should, like in an ideal climate. So like people could say all day, like, oh, you in Cali, this and that, but at the same time, you still gotta lock in. Like
that's true.
It ain't no it's just gonna do itself. Like you still gotta do what it needs to be done.
So let me ask you this. So I know you've been growing food for a while. When did you start growing cannabis? Did you start growing cannabis before you start growing food?
Yep.
Same.
That's what made me want to grow, because I really started smoking like once I stopped playing football and shit. And then as time was coming, I'm like, bro, I'm not about to keep spending my money on this shit. Like, I want to try to grow it myself. I'm already consuming it. And once I got the idea that I could do it, 2020 summer came, I was like, bro, I'm about to do this shit. Took it head on, and this shit been great. Like, for real. Like, this shit has changed my life more than anything. Like, I feel like it taught me more too. Like, than anybody. Like, these plants taught me more than a person. You feel me?
Hey, that's a fact. Because I can say about our plants, they all grow at different paces. No matter if you plant the same seed or anything, no matter what, it's going to do its own thing, regardless of, you can feed it, treat it in the right way, but that plant going to grow at its own process and at its own speed.
Go ahead, bro.
That was my first thing growing. I actually grew some hydroponic cannabis in Michigan.
Was it hard?
No, it wasn't hard. Well, I could say it was challenging because we had for the pH balance and so on and so forth like that. We had to keep adding adding pH to it, taking it out, extracting this and that to the because there was no soil, and so it had to be regulated by you. And like you,
yeah, it's really what I learned with these plants. I feel like even with people, it's just I ain't experienced with too many people, but like the best life for a plant is start up to finish. You want to start it from the seedling stage to adult stage to dying off. And if you can fit in a happy stage throughout, you're going to be great. Like,
that's
your
a fact.
plant, it's going to give you what you need, and you're going to get a plant what it needs.
Exactly. So let me ask you this. What has growing taught you?
Man, I can say a lot of shit. Taught me how to eat.
Hey,
Because the reason why I say that is because you can't feed these weed plants. You can't feed it Gatorade. You can't feed it no cornbread. You can't feed it like all this outside. I can name anything. You can't feed it gas. You can't feed it oil. You feel got to feed it what it needs. And it's just like us. Like, most of us eat for what we like. We don't eat for what we need. And it's like, once I learn with the plants, bro, if I get this shit, this is gonna die, or it's gonna stress out. And it might stress out enough to where it won't come back. So it's like, I need to give it exactly what it needs, and that's that. Like, literally. But it's a lot of shit I could tell you, bro. Like, I would say you have to just pick my brain for real, because I done learned a lot. Like,
for
in the last 2-3 years, I done learned more than I learned in, like, school in general.
Okay. Well, my next question would be, what do you use to keep your pest off your plants? Because I know that you sow mostly directly into the ground, right?
Yeah. So ask that question again one more time.
So what you use to keep your pest away? Because you sow directly into the ground. So
So
like,
I'm gonna give it in every aspect. If you outdoor, try to work with your environment. Try to put the shit that needs to be, that's naturally gonna protect your plants around your plants.
mm-hmm.
And an alternative, as far as you helping your plants out, you can use garlic water. You can use peppermint water. You can use any type of, I say herb for real, because
Okay.
it got a distinct smell, and insects don't like that shit. So I say go that route, and then if you want to go another alternative, you could go with like some neem oil. But
Okay.
everything that you consume, you literally can, like, this shit full circle, bro. Like everything plants need, you need. Everything you need, the plants need, and like the shit you don't need, the plants need. The shit the plants don't need, you need. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all full circle. You just gotta really just lock in and know like your surrounding, your space, what type of plants you're growing. Cause like these motherfuckers right here, it's bugs that don't attack it that like it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? And it's bugs that do like it that attack it. So it's like some bugs will protect your plants from some bugs, and then like some plants will protect your plants from some like certain bugs and shit. So
Okay.
you gotta
Hey,
learn.
that's a fact. So main thing what I got from that is that you gotta protect the things that love you back. Straight up.
That's why I say all this shit full circle. Like everything you ask me is gonna go back to the same shit. You ask
Always.
about this tree, nigga, it's gonna go back to the soil. You ask
Mm-hmm.
about the soil or the food, is gonna go back to the soil. Like we came from the soil. Shit, this house, we could build a house from the soil.
Facts. That's a fact. Straight hemp seed, sand, and some goddamn water.
And some natural clay. Like soil is natural clay. You just
Mm-hmm.
gotta break it down or add shit to make it a different. It's like sugar and fucking cocaine. It's one molecule away from it being something totally different. That's exactly how all this shit is built to.
And that's facts. That is crazy how compounds are so different by just putting like one thing. So like nitrogen and then cow piss, it creates methane. And so that's a damn bomb right there. That's another reason why I feel like we got to start growing across the land, is because these animals, these like cow farms and dairy farms, they putting out so much methane into the atmosphere. And if we don't got no plants or trees into the ground, our air and our food is gonna taste fucking disgusting.
It already tastes disgusting. That's why I really want to grow, bro. Like that's why I locked in on it once I started, because once I started to see what I can produce and what I ate from the store, that shit is total difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you letting somebody else take care of your kid and you take care of your kid.
That's a fact. Like that's true. So let me ask you this. So when did you first start growing? Did you start growing in your place now, or did you grow before that?
Right here. Well, initially, because I always say I look back like on the past.
Mm-hmm.
My first plant probably started like maybe I don't know, like 2012, but that's on some just curious shit. But as I look back, I've been doing this shit. Like I really started and consciously doing it, you feel me, 2015, but subconsciously I've been doing this shit, not doing it. But 2019 September, like it's about to be 3 years.
Okay. Into it. And see, that's amazing. And so like, and
All I
crazy.
would
Go ahead.
do is like lock in with yourself, bro. Because if you don't, you gonna have it. You still got everything around you that you need, and you still don't know what it is that you need because you don't know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know yourself, you're gonna know exactly what you need. And that's why you gotta just lock in with yourself. What the fuck, bro? This shit is not trying to go in.
You playing it in the ground, or you playing it back in a bigger pot?
I'm actually putting it in a smaller pot, but I want to like it's because fabric pots breathe better indoor.
Mm-hmm.
So like, hold on, give me 1 second. What I learned is it's all about manipulation, but manipulation is not bad. You may think it's bad, but it's really great, and it's really about manipulating this plant to think something else, but do exactly what it needs. Like, because if I put this outdoor, it's gonna grow different because what it knows, like what it's used to. But if I can manipulate my indoor environment outdoor, it's gonna do the same thing, but in a smaller, controlled environment.
Yeah. See, that's a good thing about the cannabis plants is that they grow. They very resourceful and resilient. So like same like the tomato plants, you can train those so crazy
Nah,
that
it's every plant though, bro.
that's
Like
true.
it's not tomatoes. It's just the shit that, how could I say it? The shit that's marketed. If you go find a random weed like a dandelion, bro, that shit just as resilient as this weed plant. That is a real weed. This weed it's a real weed too, but it's GMO to a better weed. Like if you go outside and just look at a plant that's GMO'd already, like that's been GMO for the last 20 years or 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Go outside, just look around, like really pay attention and look at shit, bro. You will see plants that look identical, but the fruit or whatever it is that's developing is different.
Yeah,
Like, exactly the same, bro. Like that's why I say this shit is all this. It's this is complex to grow it, but all these plants is complex, bro.
that's true. They all need different things. That's for sure. I would say one thing that we would need for us, that's for myself was growing was like plant recognition, because I seen once we start growing mustard greens in our backyard that grew out of nowhere, I'm like, damn, these damn things everywhere across the land.
Facts.
And so like plant recognition and knowing the things that like you said, like dandelions. Dandelions is one of the most strongest inflammation brain boosters that you can ever damn near put into your system. But we used to just pluck the heads off back in the day and not even eat them.
Man, I used to just blow them shits.
Hey, we plenish the land with that because pollinate them
That's
things.
why I say, bro, we've been doing this shit.
That's true.
This subconscious, like when you really look back on this shit, bro, we've been planting. We really from the land already. We just know this shit. And it's like the more we dive back into that, the more we gonna know ourselves. Because now we knowing like, bro, this shit gonna thrive in this environment. Shit, I know if I go over here, my mind might be a little clearer, you feel me? And it's like that with the plants. Like you put a tomato plant in a little sunnier than it was already, but the strawberry's gonna be sweeter or juicier. Just cause it's natural. That's what it needs. Like I got so many plants right here, bro. They just falling over. Look. They getting too heavy. This is a tomato right here.
One thing I learned about tomatoes is that you cannot plant them too close together because they start to going wild.
Yeah, don't believe that either. Like you can, but you can plant them together, bro. But they gonna go wild regardless. You really gotta prune. Like I got one right here. I seen the other day. This shit then they're like, I would say like 3 feet from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't even been pruning it. But the other day I was like, let me prune it so it don't keep stretching tall. Cause you don't want your plants to stretch too tall. But then that's when they become weak.
Yeah, so because last year, like I said, when we planted them too close, we didn't prune any of them, so they was damn near they was like pruning like 7 foot tall, and they was real bushy, and so this year we prune it. We gonna prune them a lot. So anytime any arms get a little bit too long, especially focus on growing more fruit instead of more bushes that ain't gonna produce no fruit.
Got the corn right here. Collard greens and shit. Got all the fruit trees and stuff. I'm trying to get to produce. I got a cut. I planted right here.
What is that? Banana?
Kumquat. Well, I do got a banana right here, but this is the kumquat.
Kumquat. Okay. That's like is that like an orange?
The
little small kumquats. Actually,
yeah, the little juicy fruit. It's not. It's not an orange. It don't look like it. It's more so like a. It looked like an orange if you look at it, but as far as the texture and all that shit, it's like mango-ish peach type vibe.
I had one. It tasted like a Sour Patch. For it was sour,
Facts.
then it got super sweet. I'm like,
Facts.
this is the real Sour
Facts.
Patch Kid.
And look, that's the thing too. Like, what I learned this year is, it all depends how much you care on the plant. Cause like, it's a kumquat tree down the block. Like, let's say, west of me, and then there's one that's east of me. The one that's west of me, bro, that shit was so sweet. They were so big, juicy, and like how you saying, the one that was east of me, them shits was sour. Yeah. So it's really on. They throw out varieties on the same plant. They throw out sweeter ones, sour ones, so they can basically work all together. Like far as the tech, because like the outside layer will be sweeter, but the inside will be sour. So when you eat the whole thing, it will be like, you feel me? It'll be sweet. It'll give you both of both worlds, like best of both worlds.
I
But
like them.
like,
I had them not too long ago. They was good. Some of them was sour, some of them was sweet. The sweet ones, they was just so good. It's like damn. And we ate. Did you eat the pill?
yeah, no facts. That's why I'm telling you. Like, you eat both of them, bro. It gives you a sensation that's different from you just
It,
eating one or the other.
it is. Yeah. That's for sure.
But the tree that was juicier, bro, them shit was just like, it was trained right. Like, it wasn't that many fruits. You know, you see the Comcar trees, to be a million of them on there.
Mm-hmm.
That one probably had like 100, like only 100. Like,
So it was focusing on more like producing the sweetness in the fruit instead of like using this energy for
that's
everything.
why I say focus on self, bro. Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, it's gonna make everything easier for you to focus on it more. You feel me? If you're not never focused on self, you're gonna be focused on everything outside of that. So it's like, if you focus on if you prune a bell pepper plant, or let's say a tomato plant, to only 2 tops, it's only gonna focus on 2 tops. But if you leave it and let it grow naturally, it's gonna try to throw out as many as it could just to survive. That's the thing.
See, as you say that, we might have to end up pruning
Yeah,
this
go
one.
ahead. And that's
So,
what I wanted to get to. Your bell
so
peppers, look, only trim up the leaves at the bottom that ain't doing shit.
mm-hmm.
Like,
So
that's not that don't have no fruit on them, that don't serve no purpose. Just pluck them, because at the end of the day, I promise you, bro. After today, the next time we get on live, next Thursday or whenever you go live, bro, watch how different your bell peppers look. You ain't gotta feed them. Just pluck these leaves off and watch. I'll tell you in a week how
every,
different they look.
man,
That's every plant though, bro. Like, really lock in on every plant, because I didn't know until the beginning of this year and last year that you can prune every plant.
yeah,
I thought it was just weed, tomatoes, certain plants. Like, I just learned this year with potatoes, you can prune them too
for
to make them top and do other.
man, I didn't see. That's the thing I didn't know. See,
Look,
that's why this information is so valuable. Is because
I want you to look at these leaves. Just see how they look. Right? You see how this look?
oh yeah, that's a potato. I could tell. Yeah.
Yeah, facts. No. It's not even about that. I just want to show you the difference in the growth. So, like, you see how them leaves look, and look at these leaves right here. Look how big and different these is.
Oh wow, I could tell. Cause they even fatter. So they got more. They got.
Bruh, I know you have never seen your potato leaves this big.
Hell no, they small as shit. Look at these
Yeah,
leaves.
that's
Look.
exactly how mine was. That's exactly how mine was, bro. Like this, huh?
So basically, we need to prune these bottom ones off.
Yeah, no. You prune the top one.
The top.
Like this. Look, you see
Let me
my
see.
hand?
Let me see.
You see the potato plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I'm gonna do is just rip the top off. My bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you one more though, cause I got a lot of them. Let me show you. I already did some like early in the season. Say, look, you see how they cut right there?
Mm-hmm.
The middle pieces. I cut off the tops of them, like all of them. I did them like, look, I did this. I should not focusing, but let me show you. Let me find a good top to top for you. This right here. You see this, right? It's basically, this is the top. I'm gonna show y'all with the weed too before I done pruning. But you just pluck off the top, and then it's already a little top right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's a little top right there too. And so instead of this one, it's gonna focus on them too.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But look, let me show you too real quick. I want to prune some shit that I don't care about. All right, right here, look. This is most plants. They got tops and heads and shoots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see this? Let me see. You see this one right here? This
Yeah.
the top. This the main top. Now you see up under it right there. That's one. That's another top, right? And then right on the side of it, right there, this little one on the side, on the bottom. That's another top. So all I'm gonna do is basically just pluck it off.
Okay.
And now all the energy, all the hormones is gonna go to the shit that's not getting focused on. So, like, for instance, look, one more. Damn it. You see that plant? You see the weed plant that's standing straight up, that's tall?
That shit tall as shit.
Right? It's tall, right? That one didn't get topped. So all the focus is on the main one, which is the top. You see how big that top is compared to the one I just pulled off?
Yeah.
Like, that shit huge. Now look at this one. See how wide, short? See the difference of them?
Okay.
That's from me topping it. So all the energy, instead of it's just staying focused on this one middle one, it's gonna go along all of them. And as you develop your plants, you can train it to how you want it. Like you ain't gotta let the plant do what it want to do. It's called, like I said, manipulating.
See, that's dope. I'm happy you shared that with me because we
Strawberry right
gotta
here. Look,
so one,
you wanna keep pruning the strawberries too. If you got any strawberries, bro, and you really want strawberries and you want to be like how you want them, keep pruning. Don't be selfish and want to harvest now.
so we need to go get some of this back then because we
Like,
got there's one
look,
strawberry
this
on
one
here,
right here.
a couple of them.
I pull them off every day that I come out here until June. I'm pulling them off every day till June. The reason being is you don't want to develop these. You want to develop them leaves. You want to develop these leaves. The reason being is these is the satellites. This is what's giving them energy. This is what they feeding off of. This is what they getting all that juice, that redness, and that sweetness from. And if your leaves is little, they only gonna absorb so much energy. So you want to make sure it's getting focused right. Got my little pumpkins right here.
Hey, they looking
But look,
good.
this strawberry too. I'm thinking about leaving these ones because these strawberries actually bigger. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna just do it. Fuck it. We're gonna go to June, like I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all and do the opposite. I'm gonna really do it right.
Okay,
But
so basically what you're doing with your strawberries, you plucking them off
keep
until
plucking them bitches off, bro. Like literally take off every flower. Look, I got the big pumpkin right here. The big girl. Motherfucker getting big.
damn that punk. What is that's a pumpkin?
Yeah. Got my little tomatoes too coming in finally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting on my yellow and my cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of them coming in too. I got big bell peppers, and then I started some new ones this year in the ground.
I love peppers. That's man. I damn near can grow a whole field of peppers.
Fact, and they grow good. You in Texas, right?
Yep.
Yeah, them shits grow excellent. You gotta try to grow every variety you could possibly grow.
We did gypsy peppers last season. When I say that plant threw out probably people might think I'm crazy, but it probably was over 100 pounds of peppers. It was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you why, because peppers do grow a lot. At the same time, you in the environment. It's like growing weed in Africa, bro. They sun is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's hitting.
You feel me? Like the weed might be dry once you harvest it and shit, but as far as the vegetative growth, that shit is just gonna grow out of the roof because the sun. And that's what peppers love. They love heat and they love sun.
Yeah.
But look, big tree right here.
Oh, that tree, good man. I love trees. I love all plants, but I love trees. I love trees so much.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That shit beautiful.
Oh, I seen you got some buckets. Y'all see these buckets right here? You can get these buckets from Chick-fil-A for the free ball.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So and the good thing about that is that all they do is throwing them away and they polluting our earth even more. And we got to deal with that with our vegetation year after year after year. And so these little green buckets, you can get it from Chick-fil-A.
Also, too, you could go to fucking Starbucks and get the coffee grinds and shit too.
On my life, yup. You sure can. Coffee grind's hitting the compost.
Right here, flowered up on me out here on some random ass shit.
What that is? What is that? Some cannabis?
Yeah, it should look good too. But it's weird because like the light cycle out here outdoor is like it's like 24 hours because I got it's like a sensor light that pop on. So like I don't know why that shit flowering. Like it's weird. No other plant flowering but that one.
That's a good. And see, plant they like people. They no matter what they may prosper, they may not. They just be like, shit, I'm ready to grow.
Hey, it's crazy that I say that, bro, because this shit look like it's starting to flower up. That's weird. That's weird. Look, y'all, look. It's only the genetic, bro. It's only one genetic doing that to me. That's weird. This one not flowering up though either.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. So when your cannabis start budding, they start producing buds. I know it rain out there sometimes and so forth like that. Do you try to cover them, or you just let it do what it do?
You should cover it if you can.
Okay.
If you can't, like if it's on some random, like you don't see this rainstorm coming and this shit just random, oh well. Like you gotta think, bro, this shit is nature. Like this disasters happen. You feel me?
Facts.
Shit happens. And you can't stop certain shit. So it's like shit you can't stop, oh well.
That's
But
true.
far as trying to cover them, like I'll say cover them far as the water hitting them direct on the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing, cause that's where damage come in. Like too much water or too much liquid on your leaves and the sun hitting it, that shit will fuck it up.
Oh yeah, you create like moisture and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My blueberries right here, they still haven't flowered up. Telling y'all though, man, anybody that's on this live, man, y'all growing. Prune y'all plants back until growth season is over with. Because once growth season is over with, you have no more growing time. You have no more, oh, this plant needs to get bigger and sweeter and this and that. The job is done. Like
Mm-hmm.
the plant is gonna do what it's gonna do at the end. So like that's why I say prune. Because I wish I would have just known how valuable that was last year.
Yeah, that makes sense because if you continue to prune them through the season, they can continue to put out new fruits and not wasting their time on all that extra energy that they got to utilize to source all their limbs and all them other branches.
You got sunflowers growing?
We got some in the I got some in the compost growing. Let me see where that's.
You gotta plant them. You gotta start planting them.
I'm gonna see. We had this one where that we ain't got. I think I chopped them down. They grow wild.
Sunflowers?
Yeah. So this right here, this is a sunflower bottom right here, and so it had died. This was a sunflower. I thought it was gonna grow back. This bitch was like 10 feet tall.
I'm already knowing. I got one right now that's damn near that. Look.
They so beautiful.
Facts. And they attract pollinators. What we need.
Man, when I say, hey, the good thing about that.
On this.
Let me see. Damn. Hey, did you give it any support?
Nah.
Okay.
That shit tall as fuck though.
See, that's amazing. Hey, one thing I learned about having plants in the yard, when the bees and pollinators come, the bees do not mess with us or intrude or anything like that. They literally just run about their business.
They don't mess with me at all. Like it's been days, man. I done shadow boxing them motherfuckers. Like one time, randomly, one bee, bro, that bitch kept fucking with me, but it wasn't trying to sting me. Like it just knew what I was doing tight. I'm about to fight with you.
He wanted to fly with the butterflies.
For real.
With the bees. Hey, see that's
real.
That's amazing. Hey, that's another thing.
Sunflower, this shit got like 4 tops on it.
Yeah, sunflower. I love sunflowers. And that's another thing. When you growing food, I feel like the animals see your vibration because they see vibration colors, and when they come to the yard, I promise you, they bring like energy that just feel good.
I done seen stuff that I ain't seen in years in this garden. Like I done seen us, man. Every aspect of wildlife, like other than a fucking bear and a raccoon, I didn't see back here for real.
Okay, that's
like,
amazing.
Real. Like this shit, man. The birds be out, like they literally don't disappear till in the middle of the night, like where you don't hear shit. You hear them birds all day back here. They be flying up in my garden. They be sitting on my leaves. Like it's cool though. Y'all gonna put it back into the soil, fuck it.
Always, I promise you. That's amazing. You got any green beans growing?
I got a couple. I can show you. These random though. I didn't even plant them. These from last year.
Oh, them fat. That's a big ass green bean.
Yeah, look. Let me try to show you. I got some that was flowering. This a little smaller. They really need pollinated, bro. Like that's how they grow the best. Like literally everything just needs to get pollinated. If you get pollinated right, bro, you have the biggest of everything. And let me see what them shits are. I seen some the other day. I don't know if yours turned purple, but mine be purple.
Yeah, I ain't never seen a purple flower like that. When they first, I was like, damn, them things beautiful.
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, green beans right off the plant, y'all.
Have you
Just
seen
put a
cilantro flower up?
cilantro.
That
No,
shit
I haven't.
beautiful. Look, I got a baby bell pepper right here. I ain't even know it's right here. Little babies.
Yeah. Hey, them peppers be so that the bell peppers be so shiny. It look like they be getting shined every day.
Yeah, bell peppers look so fake to me, bro. That it, like not fake, but it looks so crazy and wild to me that they look 3D printed.
On everything.
Like you see that motherfucker develop, and then you come outside one day and be like, did that motherfucker get printed right there? Like I did not see that. Somebody just dropped that motherfucker off. Like,
Crazy you say about 3D printing because that shit is real. And so if you don't grow your own food, you don't know if you eating different foods or not. One thing I noticed, like we get fruit from the stores, like I get a pepper from the store just to see what it tastes like, and it tastes totally different than the peppers that we grow in our crib. And so you can get
strawberries too.
You can start to tell what actually was made with like plastic and all these GMO type things. And so how you gonna know you eating fake food if you don't know what it tastes like if you're not growing it?
Facts. Big facts. And it's like you would
So
never know. Like, and this what I was. This is why I got on this because I was like, bruh, I want to know. I want to get to my better self, and it's not just with like growing plants. It's really with consuming them. Like, how am I gonna become my higher self if I don't ever let go of the bullshit that I know is keeping me from that? And it's like we got to balance all like the full spectrum on like what's gonna make shit better and easier and simpler, so you can get to that higher self. Like, and I feel like that's where food came into play. This shit therapeutic, as far as just getting back here. You feel me? Sitting in the garden, putting your hands on shit, like all this shit come into play and getting your spiritual really locked in.
I
That's
agree.
why I say focus on this shit, bro. Get in the garden. Like, shit, I'm in the garden again because
I'm in the
this shit
garden. Hey,
really
I'm on my
bring
soul.
that vibe.
I'm on my soul. One thing I say gardening has taught me, bro, is that one, it don't judge. And you come out, you talking to the plants, you can talk to the plants. I promise you, they'll send an animal across this thing, a bird or something, to send you some clarification, butterfly. They when to start blowing there, man, it's crazy.
Bro, I be telling my neighbor that, like, he even noticed it after a while. Like, bro, we'll be sitting back here, and then you just feel the energy coming through this motherfucker. Like, I'm talking about some shit that's different. Like, I can't even put it into perspective because that shit just be crazy. Like,
It is. And that's like he was saying, touching the plants is like energy transfer is so real that when you touch these plants, and let's say you're having a day that you don't agree with, touch your plants because they absorb some of that energy and put it into the ground for you to dissolve them ions that you got built up inside of you. And so it's good to like touch these plants because they like to be touched. You know what I'm saying? They like to be felt on. You feel me? Just like we do. We beings that like to get caressed. You know what I'm saying? They want the same thing.
They say you gotta do shit for your hands to be rough and shit, bro. I swear to God, I got the softest hands, bro. Like, hey, look, a female told me your hands so soft they feel numb.
Oh my.
You feel me? So it's like, bro, you got to like you, and then it's like with the females, bro. Most of these plants you growing, bro, is females. Get in tune with them, like for real. Like that's why I value females, bro, because it's like the woman, bro, like is the creator of all this shit for one, and then it's like you see this shit in every aspect of life. Like without the female, it wouldn't be this shit. It wouldn't be none of this shit.
Man, you just hit it on the head. Like, man, once you really feel that connection to like the divinity of like how special the whole full cycle from the feminine energy, it's amazing. Like,
and you got to tap into yours too, just so you can be balanced. Like that's why I really feel like I'm locked in right now, bro, because I've been in that divine feminine bag. You feel me? Being creative as fuck. You feel me? Just thoughts. And then too, like why I say you got to be balanced, you got to dive into that. Because as far as being a male and having that masculine energy, that's the action. The feminine is that creative side where you just like, bro, I'm sitting back. Let me plot on this. And now let me dive deeper, you feel me, with this masculine energy and bring this shit all together and make it happen. And that's what I'm doing right now in this garden, bro. Like, it was creative, all right. This was a mind thing at first.
On everything.
Now this is physical.
On my soul. That's amazing. That's a fact.
That's why you really got to be balanced, bro. Like on all 10, you got to be balanced.
Look at this melon.
Oh, what is that? Like a baby watermelon?
Oh yeah, this icebox watermelon.
Oh yeah, them little babies, huh?
Yeah, they ain't gonna be too big, but we built this trellis and we starting to, like you said, pruning. So like this fruit grow here. I was gonna peel it
Okay,
back here.
no, hold on. Before you elaborate, my bad. But
Go ahead.
far as the watermelons, pumpkins, all them viney plants, bro. If you want your stuff to grow right, like if it's a big variety or a small variety or a sweet variety, prune great, bro. Like leave only 2 fruits on each vine. If you can. If you don't care and you like, bro, I'm trying to supply for the most people I can, just let that shit be. But if you want the best production, best product, bro, leave 2 on each vine and you're gonna have the best fruit that you've ever tried in your life.
See,
Because the focus, it's the focus, bro. It's the energy, it's the hormones that's getting put on just them 2. Instead of it going along that whole plant. You know them watermelon plants, bro, them shits will grow 100 feet if you let it run.
I swear they will.
You don't need all that energy getting output. You only need to put on certain.
Exactly.
That look amazing, bro. Like for real.
And then the one thing about this trellis we built, these plants are so intelligent. As soon as we start building it, y'all see these like these little stem things.
Fact, they gonna rap.
They know to do it. If you give them guidance, they gonna work with you because that's what they want to do. They want to be in divine balance.
Let me show y'all my grapes. These shit starting to wrap up too, like he's saying.
Yeah, we built this. Yep, we built this.
I just put them along my gate. I was like, fuck it.
I'm gonna see.
It's my grapes right here. And then too, like with the grapes, bro. If you was to grow you some grapes, once they get big enough, like I say, pruning is key. I need to make a shirt or some shit, bro, because like that shit really is key. But as far as like the pruning, once you get two heads, you only want to leave 2, and you want to train it all the way back. Like you only want 2 tops. Like I got one on that side of the gate and one on this side of the gate. But mainly you want to prune it back. Damn, that wind.
Hey, did you start your grape? Hey, my wind going crazy right now too, bro. On my soul.
This shit going crazy.
Hey, did you
Go ahead.
some vine or did you start from seed?
I started them from plant. I had bought it from Home Depot. It's hard. It's hard for me to find seeded grapes, bro.
I got some. I'm gonna send you some. I got you.
On everything. Where you at exactly in Texas?
San Antonio.
Yeah, them shit. I'm gonna pay for shipment, so I get them shits fast too.
I got you.
I do need some, bro. Like I can go to 10 stores, bro. Great, like the grape store, the organic store. None of them shits got grapes.
Okay.
Like,
I asked my man. He was like, "Well, people don't like taking the seeds out. People just want to convenience. You're gonna die convenient if you want to live convenient. That's just what it's gonna be."
Real.
Everything. But my man asked a question. So yeah, we did build this, and so what we did,
I can't even see them.
We bought the trellis gate from like Lowe's. You can get a trellis gate from Lowe's, and we just stuck it underneath our pallet for like support to hold it down. And then I got this big ass bamboo stick, and we just threw this bamboo stick in the middle. The stick was like 12 feet, but we cut it in half. We should have left it bigger because these vines want to grow taller.
Facts.
They literally they'd grow to the heavens if you allow them to.
Are you growing any other variety of them?
Oh yeah. This is my favorite honeydew right here.
Yeah, I'm growing honeydews. That's my favorite melon for out of the cantaloupes and shit. I don't like it. Cantaloupe cool, but I only would juice that shit or like smoothie it. I can't just eat it. That honeydew fire though.
Oh my son, man,
that shit on another level.
Woo! And that's why with this one, see all these leaves that flowers that sprouted. Once one of them start growing over here, I'm gonna start pruning this thing. So, because I want these things to be damn near a sugar pot.
How often do you water them?
So once they start growing fruits, I don't water them that much because last year I learned that we had yellow watermelon and we watered them once they got a little bigger and we took out all the sugar content in them. And so, right. And so we for real. And so we don't water. So since it's got fruit now, they don't get that much water no more. We did give them a little bit, like once a week or something like that. But other than that, I ain't about to take. It just tastes like, so last time the yellow watermelon just tastes like goddamn dense water, just a big ass piece of yellow watermelon with no flavor.
On me, I just came across that with the watermelons. You can't overwater because you will dilute them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, whoa, I ain't never know that. And what's crazy is the first time when I grew them, they did not grow bad. Like it was, and then last year they didn't grow good.
Okay.
Like, and that was the first thing I planted last year. That's what was crazy.
See, I love me some melons. Let me ask you a question. What you most excited about harvesting this season?
My weed.
Nah, on my soul.
That's all. The reason why I say that, like everything tied back to the weed, bro, because that's what got me here. That's why I wanted to start. That's what had me interested. That's what got me shifted my mind. All type of shit. Like, but last year I didn't harvest right because remember I was telling you about that light that come on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch it to the end of the season, so like my plants was just crazy development, like just getting huge. And I'm wondering like, why the heck my plants getting big? Like, why they not flowering? Like, if I show you pictures, bro, they was like 5x5 bushes, bro. Like they was, and that's why I'm excited this year, bro. Because I had it wasn't horrible. It was a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, though, you see now, this shit gonna be crazy in the next 2 months.
That's facts. That's amazing. I would say I'm most excited about. I would say this honeydew melon because I eat a melon damn near every day, bust it wide open.
Look, that's what I was gonna tell you too. So like, learn how to harvest your fruits, your veggies when they ready to be harvested. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, don't eat nothing out your garden, bro, until it's exactly how you want it. Don't snatch off the plant until it's exactly how you want it. Like literally, because the thing is, it's like you having a kid, bro, and that motherfucker getting developed in 8 months. You feel me? Like it might still be developed, but it's not gonna be the same if it was developed all the way through.
Yeah. And
that's what I've been learning for. It's like, or with the fruits, or even with like certain bell pepper colors. Like you leave the area, give off exactly what it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
You pull it too early, it's gonna be bitter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a waste of all that time and eating you been. Like for real. But that's all I'll say, bro. Like really learn how to see. Like look for what you want. Don't just harvest it because you like, oh yeah, that should look done. Like just look at it. Like, see how them colors filling out because the last end of the plant, bro, that's all of it. You didn't know. The weed, with the fruits, with the veggies. Last developing weeks, best production of the plant.
Mm-hmm. That's what. I would say that's important. Like that's one of the main important things because you really don't want nothing sitting in the crib for unless you're just really trying to eat it. Canning food or anything like that. But other than that, I'm trying to grab right off the plant. Like the green beans, I'll be eating them straight off the plant. Like these bitches slap.
Facts. I got some honeydews too that I got growing right now. Some watermelons. They still ain't developed yet. Them shit still like tiny. But what's crazy is like our weather been like it's been cool, but it ain't been how it should be. Like this shit's so fuckery. I even got some ginger right here.
Oh yeah, ginger to go. If you gotta grow ginger and garlic. Everyone in the garden. I'm just saying in general.
Right here.
On my soul.
Let me show you my garlic. This shit getting going crazy right now. This is my first time growing garlic. It's a lot of stuff in this garden this year that's my first time growing. I could be excited about more, but it ain't hit me yet. I got some big old garlics right here though.
Okay.
These shit's getting huge. They look like they starting to dry out too. I was just talking about these the other day. Like, bro, my garlic look great. They still ain't dried out, but they look like they starting to. Got my corn coming.
Oh yeah, we threw a couple of corn down. Are you growing any onions?
Yeah, I got onions too.
Oh yeah, we about to we can't do onions until a little later, but
Facts
Gotta
to the
have the
wall.
onions.
Got my beets right here. You know, I gotta have the beets. I even got some cauliflower coming too.
Okay.
All these beets right here. Got the beets for the beets.
On my soul.
Look at this beet right here though. This shit fat. Oh
Damn,
my
that's a big
god.
ass beat.
Look, bro, it's a beet. It's a beet, and then it's a fucking beet stem coming out of the beet.
That shit
That's how
huge.
that's how vigorous these plants be, bro. Like they want to live so bad that it will grow again.
Metamorphosis for real.
It's stuck too. I ain't even gonna pull it yet. This motherfucker.
See, that's one of the main things. And so, like, people speaking about like money and saving money, you can save so much money by growing the things in your backyard. Like,
Hey, hold on,
you can,
hold on. You can save so much money by not focusing on money.
boom, hey, enough said right there. Exactly.
Literally. Like all this shit could be simplified, bro. Like I try to simplify every day, or I try to figure out how can I simplify every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like when you get to that, bro, you got way more energy, way more time to do way more. And that's why I say with these plans, bro, lock in on that manipulation, bro, to where they ain't out just throwing out energy.
I think that's another video. That's a video that we're gonna do on YouTube. We're gonna prune all our plants. Our blueberry, we're gonna do our blueberries. We're gonna do our peppers. We're gonna do our lemon tree. Our lemon. As soon as we transplanted our lemon tree, it literally started growing new leaves because it was in a smaller bucket at first. And as soon as it got a bigger environment, it started just flourishing. But it don't got no fruit yet. But it look amazing.
Keep pruning if you can. Keep pruning. Keep pruning. Like far them trees too. Cut all that bottom shit off. That bottom shit don't matter. It's the tops, the shit that's getting the sun. That's what matters.
So this our peach tree right here. So yeah, we gonna have to end up pruning this boy.
Bruh, if you want your tree to stay small, cut that top off.
You said if you wanted to stay small?
If you wanted to stay small. If you don't want that motherfucker to get too tall on you to where you gotta reach and really go out your way, keep pruning it to where exactly how you want it. Don't prune it to how nature showed you, to how, you feel me, you see out in this world. Prune it to how you want it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when that motherfucker get to growing, you can't stop it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So when we're gonna end up moving, so we're gonna plant this in the ground. So we are gonna prune the bottoms and so forth like that. But shit, I want this mother to touch the heavens once we put it in the ground.
Facts. But I would say go more wide than tall.
Yeah.
Because it's then gonna be hard. Like not necessarily to take up space, but if you got the space to go wider with it, go wider because you're gonna have to buy tools to go get them fruits down, all type of shit, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's why I say simplify everything. Like even in the long run, it won't fuck over you. It'll work both ways. Like all these is carrots right here.
Oh yeah, I love carrots.
All these green leaves and shit. Carrot. Look at the dandelion. That's why I say like this shit is crazy. I didn't water this. I didn't prune this. I didn't do nothing. That motherfucker is like 3 feet.
Oh yeah.
Like it's almost taller than my corn. Look. And these corns are small. I don't know why they flowering, bro. I don't know what it is.
They pulled up.
But look, I'm gonna show you these corn. You see how these is all yellow and flowering and shit? Look at these right here. I gotta water these later. And
What's
then
that? Is
that's
that corn?
too, y'all. Don't water until, like, obviously these need water, but I don't like to water until it gets cool. Like, you see these? They look all dried up, sucked up, but these is actually my healthiest, biggest corn. They just need water. And I ain't gonna water them till the sun go down, like, probably 2-3 more hours.
Yeah, see, I agree. That's the best time to water. So we usually water ours like early in the grand rising where it's not stupid hot
Facts.
at that time too, or we wait till the sun roll over, like you said. Like that's the best time to water them, for real.
Just to retain all that moisture. Like all these plants need is moisture. They don't even need water. Like they just need moisture.
That's lit. That's amazing. Hey, do you think because tomato plants look like cannabis plants? You think they come down the bloodline somewhere? They relatives?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. The reason why, possibly, but to a certain extent, no. I'm gonna walk to the front real quick. I'm gonna try to show you this weed if I can find it that look like weed. But I'm gonna show you what weed then probably got GMO from. I don't think tomatoes and all these plants, bro, that's not in nature naturally, they are GMO. Tomato is a GMO. It's not a real thing. But at the same
Oh,
time, it's then been here long enough to get developed right. So,
okay.
so look, is this it? So I would say this may be a weed. Like this may be what weed got developed from. It looked like a tomato too, though.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like you see how I got the shoots coming out the sides. Maybe if I was to top this motherfucker would top like a weed plant too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everything got GMO from natural plants. That's how it got stabilized to be natural. It's like white
Okay.
people, how they got stabilized. They got stabilized from us. That's why the fuck they still around. But you feel what I'm saying? Like that's if you really come outside, bro, and just pay. This shit is real lettuce. The lettuce that we eating is not real. This is the real lettuce that we should really be eating.
What type of lettuce is that?
This like a motherfucking I don't know if it's dandelion, because dandelion be looking like this too. Look, yeah, it's dandelion for sure.
Okay. See, that's the lettuce that be on the side of the road that we don't know nothing about.
Yeah, bro. That's why I'm telling you, like, all of this shit that we eating that's not natural. It's from out here. Like the wheat, the white wheats and the bleach wheats and shit. This is the wheat we should be eating, bro. This is wild wheat. This is the shit we should eat every day. Y'all want to eat bread? Right here. I ain't trying to punk you into going outside, you feel me? And looking at this shit. You should know, bro. Everything you want is back there or in the front or on the side.
On everything. It
Probably in your window. But the dandelions, bro, them bitches. I'm gonna make me some tea tonight.
man, got to. Hey, you know one thing I found out about the strawberry leaves is that so our ancestors back in the day used to make tea out of the strawberry leaves to clean their blood.
Facts. I just learned that about raspberry leaves too.
Boom. That's things like that. Those are remedies that gotta stick around and be passed on because that shit's so important for our health. Because like we said, we've been eating GMO and artificial so long that we can't even think straight for long, for real.
I'm gonna try to find me a root while I'm right here. I don't know what the fuck this is. This shit just like that shit not even getting watered and this shit's stuck in the sun. Look at this root. This
I'm in the
shit
garden
free,
again
man.
on my soul.
Health is free.
Health is free. Just because health is free. Just think about it. Anytime, anytime if they talking about treatments, they doing it for a marketing play. Healing and health is free.
Like I say, man, y'all gotta look at life like this. If you here with me, I gotta value you because you got just as much as the same capability as me to be great or to be whatever it is that you want to be. And it's like that's why I say value all this shit around us because all this shit is for us. Like we can use this much of it or we can use the whole world. But this shit is for us. Like you ain't gotta go to the store and eat for real. It's really outside. The
It
sun.
really is. It really is.
I need to find one more of these dandelion roots. I'm good.
That's amazing. And so that's the whole goal. If you want to get back to self, go ahead, throw something in the ground and put something in the window.
Thanks. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Like, I mean, another little.
What's y'all in the chat? Drop y'all favorite fruit in the chat? What's y'all favorite fruit? My favorite fruit today, I'm gonna have to say mangoes. I'm about to go have me a cold ass, nice ass
Man, I just
mango.
bought me some mangoes too today.
I love mangoes be hitting.
I bought me some cherries.
Okay.
My favorite fruit right now that I'm growing I'll say probably my. I'll say my strawberry. I give my strawberries a 1-up on everything right now.
Okay. Okay. Oh, let me ask you a question.
We
Drop your
said
favorite fruit in the chat. And,
that's one too, but I ain't really had that much experience with them. You feel me? But that's one of them ones too.
how do you sweeten up your strawberries? Like, we need to sweeten ours up a little bit.
Sweeten them up.
Yeah, sweeten them
What
up.
you feel like? What you feel like you're doing wrong? Because you know all of it. You know everything. Like, and that's what I try to pick people's minds too. Like, bro, you know everything that you want to know.
I would say the first time we had them, I would say they wasn't sour, but they wasn't sweet. Or is that what a real strawberry supposed to taste like? Because I'm used to that fake GMO shit.
It was bitter.
Yeah, it wasn't bitter, but it wasn't sweet, and so it wasn't as pleasant as I wanted it to be. You know.
Do you think you harvest them too early?
I could have, but I seen like they said once they turn red, you would probably want to get them harvested because you don't want them laying or sitting, and so it could have been too early.
I would say then water less and put more mulch.
Okay.
And you need fertilizers, but if you use the natural soil, that's it, bro. I've grown some in the like literally direct ground. I've grown some in the pot, and them shits came out good. But the only thing that was wrong for me, like far as what I did wrong, was I didn't prune them.
Okay.
Like that's the only thing I did not do as far as with everything. I did not prune it. But I don't know, bro, because it's water. That's why I say, like, just make sure they're happy. Look, just make sure they happy, bro. Because they going to do what they going to do. Like, you never can do more or less for it, but try to give them that ideal of what they want. You see how green these are, though?
Oh, yeah, they beautiful.
If they dark green, bro, like dark, them strawberries going to be great. Especially if you don't pull them too early.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got strawberry leaves that's green. That's motherfucking down there lime green. But the darker them leaves is, the darker the green is, bro, the better.
Okay, for sure. Probably more likely we're gonna have to throw some mulch down to hold some moisture in the soil to keep the roots a little more hydrated because Go ahead.
What plants you growing that's new to you?
Plants that's so new. We growing corn, okra, the green beans, and sage.
You don't want to water a lot. You want to water that for once a month if you can.
Okay.
Corn, you ain't got to water that a lot. Make sure it's out right. Make sure it got a perfect light. You have to put them close though, so they can all pollinate each other. What is the other? You said okra. I grew that last year, but I ain't grow it this year because I ain't know what to do with it.
Did it produce any vegetation?
Yeah, that shit was big, bro. It was like right here.
Okay.
And they grew good, bro. Like all I would say with that too is mounded. Like you know what a mound is, right?
We like build a little volcano around it or something like that.
Technically, like a slope.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do that with the okra.
Okay.
With the corn, if you can, like most of your plants, I'd say 99% of your plants, if you could, mound them. But all them plants that grow vertical that need good oxygen, because most of these plants don't need water; they really just need oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you really trying to do. What was the other fruit? What you said something else?
We talked about the sage, talked about the okra, green beans. We doing green beans.
You want to trellis them too if you can.
We did. Yep.
And two, prune them if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, because that shit's gonna give you bigger beans and more beans.
See, that's the thing. So we're gonna definitely have to prune these because they already been giving out beans. When I say these beans is nice and they so good, like they fire, like the best bean I ever had in my life. And so we want to prune these, like you said, to make sure.
What bean is that?
Say it again.
What bean is that? Like what you started it from?
Seed.
Which bean though?
It's a green bean.
Cause like all my beans down there look the same. I started a kidney bean. I started a black bean. Like, not necessarily when it finished, but I'm talking about as the growth.
Shit. I forgot what the package is. I'm gonna have to look at the package, but I just know they green beans.
It look good though, bro. Like, you doing it right. Just make sure, and then too, make sure you don't water your leaves. It don't matter what plant it is, bro. Make sure, like, I still do it sometimes, but that's why I try to water at night or early morning so the sun don't fuck with it at all. You feel me?
Yeah.
But consciously try not to water these plants on the leaves. It's like you throwing your food on top of your skin every time you say, I'm about to eat. That it's coming, you feel me? But like, that don't fuck them up. Any plant. Them look beautiful though, bro. Like them green leaves. I'm looking at the leaves right now. Fuck the fruits. Them leaves look amazing. Like when you can see the definition and the cuts and the splits and all that in them leaves, bro, that's when you know them bitches is happy and healthy. Like that is literally like motherfucking a map.
See, that make me happy because look at my hand and look at the leaf. Like
a map, bro. Like you don't see how fucking that is real fucking science right there.
On everything it is. It's so beautiful.
Like it was a video I seen, bro. I was trying to get knowledge on the plants. Dude said, bro, science is not in books, bro. That shit is in nature. Like true science.
So we scientists then.
I'm real scientists. I'm like
real scientists.
But that's why I say, bro, I done learned so much off these plants. Like I've learned more than I learned in school. Like biology ain't got nothing on right now on me. When I took biology, like that shit was ground zero. Like a toddler could have learned the shit they taught me in high school.
See, and that's what's important is that like this knowledge right here, it should be shared in every educational levels because like this is so fun. It teaches you the way of life, not just school wise, but it teaches you how to live. And like my grandma was growing back in the day, but like actually like growing on a farm and like learning how to be patient and just trust the process. You know, when I played ball, where'd you play ball at?
I played at Laverne.
Okay. Where that's in Cali?
Yeah, it's like
They don't cut your sound. No, go ahead. What'd you say? Laverne, where was it at?
Yeah, I was saying it's East LA. Like I can't really give you exact. It's about like I would say.
I feel you.
Know that city in LA and like Cali, but
okay. That's dope, man. That's dope. That's amazing. Well, man, I appreciate you for coming on. I'm gonna let you get your workout in, and I'm gonna end up chopping this video up and I'll put it on YouTube. Okay. And then I'm gonna just be hopping on Thursdays and just grabbing this information, and so we can just start keep building for real. Another great show with tips, tricks, and resources that can be utilized today. Appreciate you for coming by. Igrowdat.